Hey everyone, what's up and welcome back to the Mama's Review. I am standing in front of my meal and cleaning plan for you guys today because that's what I want to talk about. I thought that would be a fun Wednesday topic to go over how I clean and organize sort of my life with just one baby. I realize that, you know, as you get to have more children and busier schedules and more people, this will change a bit. But as for my schedule right now, this is really what works. So let's get started. So I'm going to try to keep me and this in the frame as much as possible, but this is really what I want you guys to look at. So first of all, we'll go to the cleaning. So what I like to do is I have it all laid out very, very neatly. At the very bottom, I have every day I like to tidy up and put away everything out of place. Do the dishes, sweep, make the beds, and wash diapers if needed. Because my diapers don't get washed every day, but they also don't really need a slot to go into because it kind of varies depending on how many times he's used the bathroom, you know, how many diapers we have, if we went away a day and we used disposables or whatever. But on the average, I wash them every 2 to 3 days is really what works for us. So, like I said, I just wash them when needed. That kind of fits in, you know, on a day, whatever day it falls on. So then going over this, so Sundays, I wash all the bedding. That includes my bedding, on our bed, Jacob's bedding, and then if we have any, you know, guests that stayed over the weekend, I like to wash their bedding that night as well. Then I like to clean all the bathrooms on Mondays. I like to dust and clean the fridge and stove. I also do the microwave on Tuesdays. Wednesdays are a busy day. That's vacuuming, sweeping, and mopping the whole house, plus emptying all the garbages because garbage day for us is on Thursdays, so I like to have all of our garbage empty and fresh on Wednesdays. Of course, I will say one thing, if I need to empty the garbages because they're full on a different day, I won't just leave them. Clearly that's an easy thing to move and empty them if I need to, but that's a day where even if they're not very full, I like to empty them, that way they're fresh for the week. Then Thursdays, I like to clean the windows, the walls if needed, and clean up our bathroom. Then laundry on Friday, and rest day and meal prep on Saturday. So the way that this system works, I found a blogger a while ago that talked about this system and it just really seemed like it would fit and work for our lifestyle. So basically what you do is you start on whatever day, so let's say Sunday, and you wash all the bedding. Well, if we're away or if I don't get a chance to do it because we're just busy or we're sick or just don't feel like doing it that day, you don't try to make up for it. So when Monday comes and I have to clean all the bathrooms, I'm not going to try to clean all the bathrooms and wash all the bedding. It's just not going to happen. One, I'm going to start to feel overwhelmed that I have too many things to do and neither of them are going to get done. That's just how I operate. And the other thing that'll happen is the fact that you could potentially just be pushing your cleaning the bathrooms out of the way. You'll do your bedding and then this won't get done, or it'll only get half done, and then you feel like that's pushing into the next day and the next day and the next day, and it's just going to become a regular cleaning thing. So how this works is if you miss a day, you don't try to make up for it. You miss it that week. That's what happens. So if I miss cleaning the bathrooms, they're going to be gross for a week. It's just how this situation and this system works. So that's what works for me. It doesn't get pushed over, you just focus on the day. So if I miss it, I'll come back to it the next week and just try harder to get it done. And so like I said, there are things like emptying the garbage can that are going to need your attention on other days just randomly because they're going to pop up. It's going to happen. I'm not going to leave my garbage can overflowing just because I do it on Wednesdays. So there are little things like that that I will make sure that get done. The other thing is Thursday is a really easy day for me because cleaning up the bedrooms is really the only thing that most of the time that I do. I'll spot clean the walls if there's dirty spots on them, and I'll spot clean the windows if I absolutely need to. But that's something that's not really getting done each week because it doesn't really need to be done each week. And then Friday is laundry. So laundry is an easy one for us because you can kind of fit that in wherever. A lot of the time we go away for the weekend or we're not necessarily around, and so laundry doesn't often get done when I need it to get done. And so Friday is a nice relaxed day. If we're gonna go away for the weekend, I didn't get enough time to get the laundry done, that's okay. I'm going to fit that in with maybe washing my bedding because I'm already doing laundry anyway. And laundry needs to get done. I mean, we need to have clothes to wear. So that's why I put it on a Friday. You know, if we're around on the Saturday, that's just a rest day. That's an easy day for it to fill in. And so that's what works for me. That's why I put laundry on Friday. because that's kind of my one exception to the rule. That and maybe the garbages is that's a little bit more flexible for me. But that's why they're on the specific days that they are. So this is going to take a little bit of molding for you to figure out really what works for you, and I've kind of adjusted it as we've went along, but this is the system that really works. For example, Wednesdays are a really busy day for me. Well, Nathan's gone all day on Wednesday, so I have a ton of time. Most of the time he gets home, we have supper, and he's got meetings that night. So he's late at school and then goes out for meetings that night. And so I have a whole day to get all of that done. So I don't feel like I'm trying to fit it in within the, confines of just the school day that he's gone. And so that works really well. Anyway, that's how the cleaning schedule works. I hope I explained that good enough. Basically, like I said, it's a set day. You don't overflow it to the next day. If you miss a day, you make it up next week, dirty or not dirty, except for me would be my garbages and my laundry. And that'll vary for you, it just depends. Now, as you can see, Saturday's a rest day, and a lot of the time that's because we are gone or we're away, or we're going to Yorkton to go shopping, or whatever the case may be. Saturdays are just a day where Nathan's home and we want to just be able to relax and enjoy being together as a family and not have to worry about a set plan that we have to do. So what I like to do is I just like to do meal plan, and that way Nathan's home, we can sit down and come up with what we're gonna eat for the week. As you can see, I dropped the ball. Saturday we did not plan out our meal plan, and so this week I've been kind of trying to figure out each day what we're gonna have, because I'm really bad for not pulling out any food until like 2 o'clock, and then it's not thawed by the time Nathan gets home, and we're not eating it until later, or we're having to like try to thaw it really fast. And so I like to have a meal plan, that way I know like in the morning, okay, if we're having chicken or something, I pull out chicken and it's ready later. So the way that I like to work my meal plan is I would have in each day kind of what we're doing. Saturdays I normally leave blank as well, because we'll maybe go out for supper or something, or we're not totally home, or we'll have guests. Same with Sundays, they're kind of an iffy day, but for the rest of the week I like to plug in what we're gonna eat. So what I do is I sit down with Nathan, we grab our cookbooks, we go over everything, that kind of looks appetizing. I try to pick a few different meals. So maybe Monday we'll have burgers, Tuesday we'll have chicken, Wednesday we'll have pork, or whatever the case may be. I like to have a bit of variety, bit of difference. I like to have some sort of protein, some sort of veggie, that sort of stuff. And so I'll plug all those in. If it's from a cookbook that we've used before or whatever, I will write down on, the date, the cookbook it's from, and the page number it's from. If it's from Pinterest, I'll write down all that. And so that works really well for us. And like I said, when it's plugged in, it works great. I dropped the ball, so I've been having to deal with it all week. But that's what works for us, guys. I hope that makes sense. I hope that this video is helpful in any way. It takes a little bit of balancing and trying to figure out what's going to work for you and what's going to work for your family, but this is just really what works for us. And it's easy. I only really plan out supper. I don't plan out lunch or breakfast or anything, because those are really easy meals, and they're meals where it's most of the time just Jacob and I, and so it's easy to do. Suppers are the big ones that I really feel like I have to pull stuff out and plan and have an actual set meal. And so yeah. Anyway guys, I hope this video helped. I'm gonna have everything down below, like my scheduling wise and stuff, so that hopefully it'll help you guys as well. And yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Go ahead and comment down below if you have any questions, and we will see you in my next video. Bye guys.